Have you ever booted up Smash Bros and saw the home screen with all of the fancy stuff like spirits, classic mode, etc. and then you thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to play through all of this instead of playing online or something? No? Just me? Oh. Well, that's why I'm making this video. Follow me and I'll show you how to 100% Smash Bros. Ultimate. First things first, you need characters. And what's better than the characters you pay to be good? For the small price of $5.99, you can get the best character in the game. But unfortunately, you cannot get carried while trying to get every character into Elite Smash, can you? But don't worry about it, I'll show you what to do in the next step. Have you tried to get into Elite Smash with your main Kirby, but you keep getting paired up with tryhard jokers? Don't worry about it, I'm gonna tell you something that some people have forgotten about. You can change your rule set, from the barely noticeable FS meter, unless you're playing Zelda or Peach, to the volatile free-for-alls. You can I'm getting to Elite Smash in the most honest of ways. With an all-stages free-for-all one-stock match while circle camping with Kirby, the most honest of ways. You're really bad with a character? Try to analyze the character you're playing and try to become a better player. Who are we kidding? Try to make the most bullshit rules to make yourself win. If your character has the shittiest final smash in the game, then avoid FS meter, of course. Did you know that you still get GSP when you get second during a free-for-all? Well, now you do. Do whatever you want to get into Elite Smash. Everyone will hate you, but it's all worth it for the funny internet points. Now, it's time for Spirits, the mode that no one cares about apparently. Most people know what spirits are, so I won't explain it. I hope you do actually. Word of Light is really important, since there are a couple of spirits that are only available in Word of Light. What if you don't have the time or the patience for it? Do not fret. You can always pick the easy difficulty and breeze your way out with the power of $5.99. Or you just get under for a little mic or some shit, I don't care. Now, to actually get all these spirits in the game, there's some more things you have to do. Spirit Board. Once you do it, it should be easy enough. I've noticed that Spirit Board often displays spirits you don't have, which is really useful in collecting the spirits not available in Word of Light. But wait, there's more. Don't forget you can also craft spirits, haha, insane, ain't it? And you don't have to worry about the materials, because you can use Farm Spirit Board. Also, don't forget about the DLC spirits. Everyone does. Or maybe you don't, I don't know, I don't care. Now, with that out of the way, let's discuss one of the toughest parts of single-player content in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Spirits, again! But this time, I'm talking about the list thing, collection thing that no one ever goes to. Yeah, that is the toughest part of single-player Smash Bros. Content. Objectively true. And you may be asking, why? Well, you can fight every spirit you've ever fought again. And if you do it, it gives you a score. However, in order to get the maximum score, you have to beat every spirit without spirits! Isn't that awesome? And that's where the challenge comes in. But since I went through the pain of doing it to make this video, I'll tell you the top 5 characters that I use in this mode, so that you can give less effort and get more results. Number 5. Hero. I didn't use him as much, but he certainly was a very good help with his Metal Slash, very good spells and bounce. Number 4. Ganondorf. He's a beast. He also has his up B, which helps against characters that are harder to make flinch, although I'll tell you a little trick a little later. Number 3. Chrom. I will argue he was the second most useful character in this mode. He's able to cheese everyone, he's a great character overall against the spirits since they usually don't edge guard. There's some that are jack shit crazy and they go nuts on you, but most of them do not. Number 2, Sephiroth. Now here he comes, the $5.99 Menace. His long ass sword makes it easy to play around spirits, neutral B is real good as well, especially the medium one because he has very good range, he has a very nice hitbox. But his best tool overall is definitely his up B. It's insanely good against multiple enemies, and if you're brave enough you can kill off stage early, and you can also carry off stage. By carrying off stage I mean in flat stages, you can just kill them instantly. And number 1, Donkey Kong, the chattest of them all. His up B has super armor, his cargo throw is insane, his up B along with Sephiroth are insane tools to kill on the side of the stage, but I'm here to pass down a technique that I learned from the master Lil C. Donkey Kong's ultimate skill, which is a flawless tool against spirits.
Jump. Everyone falls for that trick.
The jump is one of the strongest techniques spirits will always jump if you take them far enough off stage, which I recommend to grab the spirit on the ledge in order to guarantee the jump. Also, remember that trick that I told you about before? Well, here it is. If the enemy is giant, you can cargo throw them off stage and stage spike them with a back throw. If you do it correctly, they die instantly. And I'll give an honorary mention to the legend Lucas, who helped me beat the infamous Dr. Willy. And I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. I'll give you my small top 10 of the hardest spirits to fight without spirits in Smash Brothers. Number 10, 9 Bolt and 18 Bolt. A pretty complicated spirit to play around, although I got lucky and I killed Incineroar with the legendary jump technique, and the villager died right after with my involvement, which happens occasionally, and it feels really good when it does. Number 1, Wispy Woods. Whenever there's permanent wind in a stage, it becomes significantly harder, since one of the few characters you can properly use is Donkey Kong, since for some reason his up B ignores wind. Although I used Ganondorf in this one, his neutral B was apparently really good in this one. I watched a YouTube video about it and it worked just fine, so I used Ganondorf in this one. Number 8, Claws. It's the hardest, easiest 4-star spirit. He's definitely tough, but he's not that hard to cheese. Not that hard, but certainly not easy. Number 7, Funky Kong. The constant bullet bills on stage makes you an easy target by the CPUs, and you basically die instantly if you hit button 1 if you're not on 0. Number 6, Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Easily the hardest 3-star spirit. Since his stamina, trying to cheese with Chrom gets significantly harder, since your super armor may get through the damage, but you will still get damage nevertheless. I recommend using Hero for this one, since the Donkey Kong uses his Orc Club continuously and you can use Bounce in order to basically destroy the first phase of the battle. You could also use Kazuya and his Insane Reflect if you feel confident, or if you're good, or both. Or neither, you just want to play Kazuya with it. And number 5, the Phantom Thieves. From here on is where everything gets significantly harder. The Phantom Thieves is a very tough one, but there's something that you can do. The enemies appear one by one, which means that if you kill one, you will have less enemies to fight against. I recommend using Donkey Kong since his jump technique is pretty good in this one. Make sure to take Morgana really far away. Number 4, Geno. Geno is cheesable with Ike or Chrom, but it has the same problem that the Breath of the Wild Zelda, although it's not stamina. But since there are so many strong enemies, you could get hit from your up B and die instantly since you're Chrom or Ike, I don't care. I use Ike for this one, but I believe both Chrom and Ike could work. Number 3, Dr. Willy. These top 3 are insanely hard, and certainly the toughest without spirits. Dr. Willy is a stamina match, which means that you have to play insanely safe, or use Lucas, which I did. Using Lucas makes the spirit somewhat bearable. You have to play really safe and use up B to hit them off stage, and if you're lucky, the Mega Mans will die. Since they're metal, they die to their death. And they won't air dodge, which is pretty good. Number 2, Kaeda, or Sheeta like I prefer to call her because I'm a nerd. The epitome...
Epitome.
Wow! Of I got lucky. You have to up B with Donkey Kong until you win, and there's really no other way to win. Actually, recording me, I've heard people saying that Chrom is actually one of the most usable characters in the spirit, although you have to play really well and stay on the left side in order to win. There's some things that you can do, since I noticed Lucina often goes slightly above ledge and you can clip her up with up B, but if you're lucky, Mario could counter off stage and kill himself. But in general, the spirit is just a luck factor if your up B hits. And you may be thinking, how can something be harder than literally being lucky? Well, I'll tell you. Fuck, wait, I forgot. Number 1, the Hero's Comrades. I put this one higher than Kaeda, because it is so infuriating to fight against. If you're able to beat this one first try, I'll be impressed. First of all, it's a motherfucking stamina match. I used Donkey Kong and used the jump technique continuously until I won. Besides the first one I usually use up him off stage and he dies. The biggest challenge is the Zero Suit, which appears right before the final enemy, which is Ike. Once you get to the final enemy, you'll be able to win instantly, since Ike is really gimpable. But the problem is, like I said before, the Zero Suit Samus, which does insane amounts of damage for no fucking reason. Well, all of them do, but that Zero Suit is another fucking level. She's also really slippery and the jump technique does not work properly against her. I had to do the jump and wait technique, which means you have to forward air after waiting a bit, which sometimes didn't even work. It's the toughest spirit with that spirit for me. You can tell me which spirit you thought was the hardest, since I did get lucky with some spirits that people may think are hard, like Pauline. I beat that one first try, somehow. One of the most interesting game modes is definitely Classic mode. I don't have much to say about this one, there's only one thing that I've noticed. If you don't lose a single round, including the boss, you usually get 9.9. It's worked for me every single time, so it should work for you. And that's everything I have to say about this one, just a cool game mode overall. Now let's talk challenges. Again, not too much to talk about these, I just thought I should remind you of their existence. There's a couple regarding Orb of Light that you could have missed. I remember one that had to do with beating the true final boss without losing a single unit, which you can do it on easy and is so fucking easy, you should have no trouble at all. And that's about it. If you want to 100% Smash Bros, you can always try some of the tips I gave you, or something completely different, I do not care. Just try to have fun and enjoy the 3-year journey, and more to come that was Smash Bros Ultimate. We may get some updates, but nothing crazy I suppose. Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys next time.